now like I use like reality to escape from like work, you know.
Really made miserable by it, feeling forced to keep doing one thing forever.
This is an important video for anyone who wants to be a YouTuber or anyone who's struggling in the content creation space. This is all about burnout and mental health. Most kids these days have a dream of being a YouTuber. It seems to be the most sought after position for many. Some massive YouTubers like PewDiePie and Tfue have previously discussed the stressors that come with being a YouTuber and why they wanted to back off.
You know, my channel kind of peaked, tried so many different things, done so many different things, and
I seem to go live my life, you know.
So many other YouTubers are experiencing feelings of burnout or they're quitting entirely. Being a YouTuber is an exceptionally amazing experience, and it offers a job where you have the ultimate flexibility and potential for fun at work every single day. If you actually make a living wage off your YouTube channel, you're luckier than most people on the planet. But if it's so great and seemingly easy, why are so many people burning out and quitting? Most people don't get to play games or make videos for hours a day and make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars per year. Some people are rolling their eyes and feeling frustration over the fact that rich gamers and content creators are complaining about long hours and constant grinds. If you stream about 8 hours a day, you're working the same schedule as a normal 9-to-5 individual. This is a schedule that millions and millions of other people have become accustomed to. All these other people do it, even if they don't like it or even if they feel burned out. So why do the YouTubers get to complain about this? Although I completely understand the frustration and the eye rolling that others may present towards this, we have to remember that these big YouTubers and other content creators are just people as well. They have feelings, thoughts, emotions, struggles, potentially anxious moments, and more, just like you and I do. We shouldn't invalidate their feelings. There's immense social pressure here for them to be funny, attractive, entertaining, intelligent, and more. You have to be this perfect person online. This can cause major dissociation. This is where people feel like they're living a fake life that's disconnected from their true self. I once met this famous YouTuber who was known for his roleplay content online. He was an amazingly funny and charismatic person. He had this huge list of characters that he completely made up from scratch, doing all the voices, all the sound effects and music, coming up with their backstories and everything on the spot. On camera, he was dangerously articulate, extremely intelligent, and kept you laughing non-stop. In person, he was an anxious mess. He told me that every single time the camera comes on, he puts a mask on to escape reality. He said when the camera's on, he feels invincible, but when it's off, he doesn't even know who he is anymore. It's exceptionally draining to be constantly on and entertaining for countless people every single day. I've done it before with the Djibouti guys, and we've had countless long streams, sometimes up to 12 to 14 hours in one sitting. There's almost this feeling of chasing a carrot on the stick sometimes, where no matter how much you pour into something or how much you give, people will always expect more. No matter how much content, no matter how far you go with the channel, it seems like people will always crave more. They look for that next big dopamine hit. You become a prisoner of consistency, and your income will fluctuate every single month. Massive YouTuber and streamer Charles discusses this in his recent video on how he lost 8,000 subscribers for taking 4 days off after being consistent for years. Another massive YouTuber, Ludwig, took a week-long vacation and lost 10,000 subscribers. The internet is always starving for more high-octane content. This hyper-competitive environment puts an immense pressure on individuals that is exponentially amplified by the social media-driven world we live in today. This is why you barely see content creators take breaks, and even if they go on a vacation, they'll still bring their stuff with them and make more content. Large creators often sign contracts with required amounts of hours to hit every single month. They also have pressures to say and do things that they may not even want to do. For all the reasons discussed in this video so far, this makes the hyper-competitive and extremely unstable job of being a YouTuber a very risky pursuit. Is it one of the luckiest positions in the world? Absolutely. Does it offer great freedom sometimes where you get to do things that most people consider fun and entertaining? Of course it does. But it isn't without its faults and traps. This is where aspiring young content creators and other people should be extremely careful. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on burning out from YouTube. For those of you that are new here, my name's Jeff and my goal is to make psychology make sense. If you've been enjoying the content so far, any support for the channel would be greatly appreciated. I also have a link in the description below for exclusive psychology content. Thanks for hanging out. To prevent burnout, you need to practice self-care. Exercise regularly, eat nutrient-dense meals, have a consistent sleep schedule with healthy routines set in place that you can follow. Consider meditative practices and journaling. Consider reinventing yourself and the content that you put out. If you have a cooking channel and you only do one thing, consider trying collaboration cook videos where you bring in your friends and family or other YouTubers to make it new and exciting. If you only play first-person video games, think of a new and exciting way to experience those games by trying out a different approach and maybe trying something weird like the banana controller Overwatch guy. You have to build a social network of people who you can lean on for emotional reinforcement during those tough times. There's risks associated by being a YouTuber, and it doesn't make you immune to mental health struggles. Utilize your loved ones to help you along the way. Another way to prevent burnout is to set clear expectations and goals. Pay very close attention to your energy levels before, during, and after your content creation process. Use this new awareness to break things up into smaller, manageable goals. Break your tasks up and delegate where appropriate. Hire help where needed and use it wisely. You have to be mindful of overcommitting, and you have to be really honest about your goals. Remember to use the acronym SMARTER when setting goals for yourself and your channel. Take breaks and enjoy activities outside of your YouTube bubble. Of course, you risk losing subscribers or engagement when you take those vacations, but it's never worth your mental health. There will absolutely be tough times and times to grind it out, but you have to be careful and aware. Get professional support from a licensed mental health professional if you're able to. Choosing to be a YouTuber is a risky pursuit, and it's also a luxury to many. To make a full living off of playing video games or making content out of your passion is nothing but a dream to many. I believe that it's critical that young people are exposed to STEM careers and learn about themselves early on. It's so important to still have doctors, lawyers, engineers, and architects. We need to pour our energy into the youth and help them find passions in many areas. It's also critical to still have fun and pour into your creative ideas. If kids want to do YouTube, we should help them find ways to overlap helpful career paths with YouTube itself. People like Mark Rober make fun scientific videos for the masses. He helps the world. He contributes to the field of science, educates others, and he gets to be a content creator. Outside of Mark, one example of how to overlap and avoid too much personal and professional risk is my approach. I have a full-time job where I work as an industrial organizational psychology consultant, and I do public speaking engagements at universities. My main work brings in enough money where I can live comfortably and happily, so I can use the free time I have to take all my passions around psychology, guitar, video games, business, mental health, and adventure to make videos for you guys. I'm able to do this without burning out because I've been extremely intentional on how I've set all of this up. I follow the advice that I gave in the preventing burnout section of this video earlier. I'm extremely privileged and fortunate to be in this position right now. I would love to do YouTube full time and really flesh this stuff out. I want to make more content for you all and continue to help give back to people, but I have to be smart and play the long game. I have to minimize risk and prioritize mental health. In time, I'll get more skills, more optimized processes, and I'll get more people to hire on to help with all this stuff so that we can make more videos for you guys. Until then, I hope this video was a helpful look not only into the world of content creation and YouTube, but also into burnout and mental health. Your psychological safety is so important. Never forget to pour into it and always treat yourself with grace. If you're interested in other topics in psychology, be sure to check out my last video on how the Apple Vision Pro can potentially change your brain. So for all things psychology to help you think, feel, and perform better, stay tuned right here on Psychology of Living.